Hello everyone, I'm Eliseo Juni Bernardo from BSED Math 3A. And now let's talk about task number 1, which is the show that the set of moves in your geometric model forms a group structure. So in this task, we use a octagon web which has 4 vertices and exhibits 16 symmetries. It has 8 rotational symmetries in front, 8 refractional symmetries in back. So as you can see in our model, in the front, we have R, which is the do nothing or the identity element, and R1 is 45 degrees clockwise, and R2 for 90 degrees clockwise, R3 is 135 degrees clockwise, R4 is 180 degrees clockwise, and R5 is 225 degrees clockwise, and R6 is 270 degrees clockwise, and last is R7 clockwise. So as you can see in our first move is R, which is the identity element, or simply it does not move, and M and R1 rotate will rotate our model in 45 degrees. In our movement, in every movement rather, we will rotate the model in 45 degrees clockwise, and we will just simply adding 45 degrees in each movement. And next, our movement F M, which is flip vertically, M1 flip horizontally, M2 flip or over right diagonal, M3 flip over left diagonal, M4 flip vertical and rotate 45 degrees clockwise, and M5 flip vertical and rotate 135 clockwise, M6 flip horizontal and rotate 135 degrees clockwise, M7 flip horizontal and rotate 45 degrees clockwise. Since we're completed all the movements, so let's list all the movements and do the task. So here on the second image, we list the 16 movements in the front and in the back. So let's combine the movement and what will be the result. So R star R is do nothing, which is equals to R. R1 star M7 equals to M4. M1 star R1 equals to M3. M6 star R1 equals to M. R2 star M equals to M2. And M2 star M1 is R. And M2 star M7 is R1. So here is the table we constructed using these 16 movements. On the previous page is the completed table. Next, we need to identify if my model forms a group structure. So to identify if my model is a group structure, we need to satisfy these 5 conditions. So first, we need to identify that my model is well defined and close. And third, is it associative? And number 4, is the identity element exists? And number 5, is inverse. So in finding the inverse, if the identity element exists, therefore our inverse is also exists. So let's proceed to number 1. So I perform here operations, which is M2 star M7 to check if it is well defined and closed. M2 star M7 is equals to R1, M2 star R4 is equals to M7, R2 star M is equals to M2, M1 star R1 is equals to R4. Sorry, that's R4. Based on our output is unique and in our set A, and as we can see that our set is well defined and closed. So next is associative. So In the previous table, which is the original table, we just need to rotate it 180 degrees. Then we will interchange row and column to see if it is symmetry in the original table. If they are symmetry, therefore we can say that the table is associative. So based on I construct table, which is I rotated 180 degrees, it is symmetry in the original table. So we can say that this table is associative. Now we will interchange row and column to look exactly to the original. So we can start to interchange the rows, which are the R2 and R1, and then yung R6 and R2, R4 and R3, and R5 and R4, and R6 and R5, and lastly R7 and R6. So after inserting and interchanging all rows, the result based on the table is the same in my original table. Therefore, the table we constructed is associative. And third is identity element. So based on our original table, my identity element is the same in my eh, sorry, is exists because the intersection between row and column on the table and that is R. Wait, that is R, and if we check it in original table, we can see it here, the R. So the identity element is the same, is equal to itself. And number four, which is the inverse, since our identity element exists, therefore our inverse element exists also. Since our identity element, which is the R or R, let's find the movement or the ordered pair that is equal to R. Mhm. So let's list it by looking at the table I constructed. So the inverse of R is R also, and R1 is equals to, and its inverse is R7, and R2 inverse is R6, R3 inverse is R5, R4 inverse is R4, and R5 inverse is R3, R6 inverse is R2, R7 inverse is R1, and in reflection movement, which is in the back, is their inverse is equals to itself. Since all the conditions are satisfied, we can conclude that my octagonal web model forms a group structure. Okay, thank you for listening.